It's more of a check-in video, but let's get right into it. The state of hip hop as of the past couple months to slash years. Hip hop has been eating these past couple weeks slash months slash over the course of this past year. Hip hop has been, we've had hits on hits on hits. And for a so-called dying or dead genre, all aspects, popular hip hop, underground, lyrical, rage hip hop, everything but Kendrick and Drake beef, I feel like a lot of rappers have been trying harder since then. And I think that's kind of given us a lot of good albums. It's given us more competitiveness. Boom Bam Bop, we go from Kendrick annihilating Drake, ending it off with Not Like Us and Heart Part 6, essentially concluding the beef. And from that point on, we gotten a lot of good albums from a lot of different artists, and a lot of new artists have emerged since then. I'll list a couple, then talk a little more in detail about some others. So let me see. Something that I've been checking for lately is Glorilla. She is such a good artist. Glorilla has basically dropped nothing but bangers for like the past 2 years. She is basically carrying the female rap scene as far as pushing boundaries, as far as making the biggest hits. She's just been laying nothing but golden eggs over this past year, with her album just being jam packed with hits. Other people, this is unpopular opinion, but I actually like Doechii. She brings a more retro brand to hip hop, which you don't hear as much from female artists of today. She brings a more classic, more MC-esque style with her music, and she is pretty hated, which I feel some of the hate is sort of like contrarian hate of people who just dislike her because she's different from what most female artists are doing, even though most of the common criticism of female hip hop is that it's too sexual, too provocative, too one dimensional. And Doechii kind of gives you a different flavor of that. And now people recognize that she's doing something different, and they hate her because she's sort of straying away from the common route. And also her bad sort of choices with anxiety, that didn't help her case. We got Big X the Plug. I'm a big fan of Big X the Plug. He is from Dallas, so that he's from Texas. So shout out to that. His latest album, Take Care, was chock full of bangers. He brings his own unique Southern style. He put it on for Dallas, everything. He is not disappointing. We also got a J. Cole album. There's a lot of bangers on that album, despite him removing his Kendrick Lamar diss. Besides that, the album is pretty solid. J. Cole has also dropped some pretty good songs. Not Grippy. Grippy's not one of those songs. Poor Antonio, songs like that. He's dropped some pretty good singles addressing the beef, addressing things that were pretty good and pretty introspective. This is more recent, but this is how I know like stuff is starting to ramp up again. I saw Chance the Rapper. He dropped a snippet and he was cooking it. It sounded like that classic Chance. Made me feel like I'm listening to like 10 Day again, which 10 Day era Chance was elite, straight bars. So it sounded like Chance is getting back to his old self. I enjoyed his debut album, The Big Day. I've only ever heard myself enjoy it. Any person I've ever talked to, they hate it. You also got Drake. He dropped a collaboration, Party Next Door. I love Nokia. I don't know the rest of the album. If you're a Drake fan, you can eat. Drake's also rolling out the Iceman. He's doing that now. I'm looking forward to that album. Hopefully it's pretty good. Hopefully there's a lot more rapping and less whining about, less making references to people I don't know or care about, less partying and having sex with 20-year-olds as a 39-year-old adult, or however old he is, and a somewhat more mature tone. Something maybe like Scorpion. Songs like Emotionless are much more in depth with Drake because he doesn't tap it into it as much, but Drake does have a pretty introspective view on certain things that sort of goes under his radar. It's an undertone of Drake's music. You know, I'd like to see him get back to that instead of hearing just bad bitch music. After the beef, Tyler the Creator dropped Chromacopia, which is a critically acclaimed album. It's pretty solid. I like it. He just finished like a 77-show tour, world tour, which is amazing. That was a great album. Some of my favorite songs, Sticky. I love Sticky. I love the rambunctiousness of Sticky. I love that song. Other classics like him, you know, everyone likes that, but he dropped a pretty respectable album with that. Tyler the Creator, he just dropped Don't Tap the Glass, but it isn't received as well as some of his older stuff because of the lack of polish, the abundance of experimental sounds. It's clearly not like a super like, oh, this is a serious studio edition album. It's more of a chill, you just surprise drop, enjoy it while it's here. I like it. It makes me want to dance. One of my favorite songs is Ring 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 and I'll Take Care of You. I love those songs, especially I'll Take Care of You. The vocals on there hit perfectly. He's basically telling you, don't sit here and do a video essay. Oh, track 1, track 2, track 3. No, get your ass up, and it's summertime. Get your ass out the house. Be social. Enjoy it socially, which is a pretty solid message in the modern day hip hop. I say space. You either have people who just analyze, which overanalyzing is not conducive to enjoying music, especially when you're supposed to feel it more than you're supposed to listen to it. I forgot to mention that Playboy Cardi dropped I Am Music, which I'm not a particular Cardi fan, but I'm happy for the Cardi fans because they've got music after all this time. Kendrick Lamar, he dropped GNX, Buick Grand National X, if you want to call it that. A pretty solid album, not as critically acclaimed as previous albums. It has some pretty good bangers. One of my favorite songs, Reincarnated and Men at the Garden, are some of my favorites. It was a more different album from things like Mr. Morale to Pimp a Butterfly. It wasn't as grandiose and as lyrical miracle-esque as his more recent albums. It was more, I say you could relate it more to something like Section 80 in that it doesn't feel as overproduced or as complex. It's a more album of him paying homage to Cali, where he's from, the people he grew up around, Top Dog, people that put him on, stuff like that. Felt more of a love letter to Cali. And that kind of pointed something out to me, is that no matter what path you take, you can't entertain or you can't impress every single person. Because a common criticism of Kendrick is that he doesn't make hit music, he doesn't make pop music, he doesn't make music you listen to socially. He makes introspective, sit down and bob your head to a musical analysis, head ass music. And so he dropped GNX, and then another side of people came to complain. Oh, this is so bad. It's just trash. It's not what Pimple Butterfly, damn, Good Kid, Mad City. People, which I think isn't valid criticism. I think artists should be able to explore, and it's like they're like, oh, it's not like his older stuff. And I'm like, so if he were to drop something similar to that, another criticism is, oh, he's too repetitive. He's been making the same album, and we're all tired of hearing him rap about feelings and stuff like that. Oh, we have Clips. They dropped the album. I haven't listened to the entire Clips album. It is pretty good though, from what I've heard. The 3 to 4 songs I've heard, Clips did their thing. Pusha T and Malice did a great job. They've been on an amazing run, get a lot of the publicity and accolades and flowers that they well deserved. I'll be honest, I didn't know who Malice was before this album rollout. I knew Pusha T, of course, but I really only knew him from like Grinding, What Happened to That Boy. And I think that's a lot of people's situation with Push, is that they didn't really know him as much. They don't know him for a lot. They just know him as being part of the hip hop space. So I'm interested in that. I'll be listening to the full album, and I'm interested in learning more about him and possibly his older discography. I know about his beef with Bird, man, and Lil Wayne, and Birdman stiffing someone, yet another person, out of some money that he owes him. This is what I've been paying most attention to. Is the Alfredo 2 album by Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist. Oh my goodness, that was there's no skips on the album. It is a great album. It is a very good addition to Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist 2 discography. I love the album. The rollout is amazing. The amount of care and polish on the album is amazing. Like every single song it just hits perfectly to me. I think it's easily a Grammy nominated album. I think it's gonna win Rap Album of the Year. I'm gonna call it Alfredo 2's album of the rap album, at least Rap Album of the Year. They scratched the itch that you want. This album is just so perfect, and it even inspired me to make an edit of Ensalada. I love that song. Go listen to that Freddie Gibbs album. My favorite songs are Ensalada, I Used to Love Her, Skinny Shook 2, 1,000 Mountains, Lavish Habits, I Like 1995, and Shangri-La, which I just basically named about 14 songs. But there is no skips on the album. It'd be hard pressed for me to give it anything less than like a 9.8. It's it's basically a perfect album. It's not too overstimulating, and I enjoy that in a lot of my rap music, is that I have room in my mind to think and breathe and relax myself and sort of follow along with the music. You can tell The Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs, they take a very less is more approach towards the production, which it pays off because Freddie has a very commanding voice and he never feels overpowered by the beat. As a testament on how to make a good rap album is that the format of you a rapper getting with one producer and producing the album from top to bottom is a very good approach. I remember watching out for the vinyl, and because I collect vinyl, and the vinyl literally sold out immediately everywhere that you can buy it online, and you can only get on like Amazon, eBay for like so and so, and for like no less than $100. The regular edition for $100. I'm not gonna pay that. Special editions, hell no. You're basically, if you want the money one, that's like $200. I'm not paying that. I love the album. It's amazing. I'm not paying $200 for a vinyl. I'm not paying 120, 100 for one vinyl. I'm not even paying 70 for a vinyl. The only disappointment I say is Carter 6. Kind of hurt in hindsight, watching like a lot of older artists get back in the game and do amazing, watching newer artists stay in the game and still do good, and then Lil Wayne is seemingly left behind, and he is probably my favorite rap artist of all time. That kind of hurt, but it's fine. Rap is definitely not over. It's not dead. It's not dying. It's in a better place than it was, I'd say, post-COVID, late 2018, 2019. So I'd say a second golden age. If you know how to consume music and you know how to find music and be more open-minded, it's changing, and I don't mind the changes. I'll be seeing y'all in a little bit, man. I won't sit here and talk too much. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all later.